Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Huriwa utters total disappointment. Injustice Binta Muritala Niako over Nnamdi Kanus case. Huriwa utters total disappointment. Injustice Binta Muritala Niako over Nnamdi Kanus case. From wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, has expressed total disappointment and utter dissatisfaction with the refusal of the presiding judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja Division, This came to Justice Binta Muritala Niako to grant bail to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of more concern for Huriwa is that President Muhammadu Buhari had, a few days ago, said Kanu would not be granted bail, and Huriwa said it is now looking like the executive versus judicial gang-up against the defendant. Huriwa said as a civil rights body, it is dismayed that the Honorable Judge of the Federal High Court did not even make reference to that extrajudicial comment by Buhari that the first defendant in a suit between the federal government and a citizen would not be granted bail. The group said the court has proceeded to do exactly as stated by President Buhari, as if to say that the judiciary is subservient to the executive arm of government. Huriwa is appealing to the judiciary to safeguard our independence, to avoid encouraging Nigerians to resort to self-help measures if they perceive that the judiciary does the bidding and executes the script authored by politicians in the office of President Muhammadu Buhari. Huriwa, in a media statement signed by Emmanuel Owubigo, its national coordinator, said it was disturbing that President Buhari, who instituted the matter against Kanu and his organization, seems to be adopting underhand tactics to cajole the judiciary to do abiding as against the clear provisions of the Constitution on separation of powers, as provided for in sections 4, 5, and 6 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria of 1999 as amended. Besides, Huriwa said it is unclear why a citizen would spend a year in prison whilst undergoing trial for charges that the federal government has not adduced irrefutable proofs, but there are top government officials who looted public treasury to the tune of nearly 200 billion naira and are on bail. Huriwa recalled that the detained Nnamdi Kanu, currently facing a 7-count charge had in the application, he filed through his team of lawyers, led by Chief Mike Ozekome. San equally challenged the revocation of the bill the court earlier granted to him. Huriwa said, although it is not in our place to determine for the presiding judge how to discharge our constitutional obligations, but the rights group said the unfair treatment of Nnamdi Kanu because of where he comes from is against Section 42, one of the Constitution, which absolutely makes discrimination unacceptable and unlawful. Huriwa said the judiciary under Section 6 enjoined the judicial powers to the state, just as the rights group said under Section 36(5) that every accused person is deemed to be innocent in the eyes of the law. Huriwa urged Justice Binta Niako to issue a gag order banning Buhari and his aides from interfering in the matter pending before our court, unless what we have been told is that President Muhammadu Buhari is now the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa has expressed total disappointment and utter dissatisfaction with the refusal of the presiding judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja Division. This came to Justice Binta Niako to grant bail to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about.